rip you to pieces!
Dragon's Soul, Aoi. Through hardship and arduous training, Aoi has finally gained the recognition of the ancient dragon and earned its power. Having inherited the power of the Dragon Soul, she can use the power of Dragon Claw to traverse the battle with extreme speed. Once she has a target locked on, she can begin her ferocious attack from an unexpected angle, tearing her enemies apart with the power of the Dragon Soul. Passive, Dragon's Blessing. Aoi will store a stack of Dragon's Mark for every skill released up to 4 stacks. Each stack of Dragon's Mark will enhance Aoi's next normal attack, increasing attack speed and damage as she charges towards the enemy. The 4th Dragon's Mark will cause the next enhanced normal attack to crit. When hitting the enemy, it reduces all cooldowns of preparation time of all skills. Skill 1, Dragon Slash. Aoi charges towards the target direction, dealing area damage and restoring part of HP. This will also deal additional damage to wildlings. Using Skill 1 in mid-flight will cause Aoi to attack the target direction and deal physical damage to enemies near where she lands, and knock them away, gaining shield at the same time. Skill 2, Dragon Claw. Aoi extends her Dragon's Claw, grabbing the obstacle she touches and entering a different status based on the movement command entered. Charge. If the command is close to the direction where the claw extended, Aoi will charge towards the location of the Dragon's Claw and roll forward for a distance after reaching it. Flight. When the command has a certain angle difference in the direction of the claw, Aoi will fly around the Dragon's Claw in the direction of the move command. Aoi will end her flight state and roll forward for a distance after circling around or canceling the command. Enemies in the path of the Dragon's Claw will take physical damage and movement speed reduction. When charging, flying, or rolling directly into enemies, Aoi will knock them away and deal physical damage. She will gain an additional Dragon's Mark. When charging, flying, or rolling directly into invisible enemies, they will be revealed. Dragon's Claw can be stored up to 2 charges. If the skill fails to grab onto an obstacle, or it is interrupted, or if Aoi uses it again mid-flight, it will return part of the storage time for 1 charge. Aoi will enter super armor upon grabbing an obstacle with Dragon's Claw. Skill 3, Dragon's Wrath. Aoi leaps into the air and throws her claws at enemies, dealing physical damage and applying movement speed reduction. Then, it moves backward and deals physical damage to enemies within the range. Aoi can't be targeted by enemies when using the skill to leap. Aoi is an assassin hero with super mobility. She is the initiator of the team in the early stage of the game. Her core skill is Skill 2. Proficiency using her Skill 2 allows Aoi to attack and support with extreme speed. When trying to clear the wild monsters, Aoi can miss her Skill 2 to increase the stacking speed of Dragon's Mark and increase her efficiency in killing wildlings at the same time. When we are on our way to support the lanes, we need to ensure we have 4 stacks of Dragon's Mark. In the early stage, Aoi with 4 stacks of Dragon's Mark is extremely powerful. Before supporting, we should prioritize leaving the enhanced mark in the first place to maximize burst damage when we enter the fray. The invincibility and the movement effect from Skill 3 allow Aoi to dodge the enemy's key control abilities or damage abilities, or to increase the distance away from the enemy and finish off wounded enemies. In team fights in the mid to later stages of the game, Aoi's recommended combo is Skill 2, Skill 1, Normal Attack, Skill 3. Aoi can use the flight from her Skill 2 to quickly engage fragile enemy heroes and use Skill 1 to begin her attacks. After using her enhanced normal attack to deal burst damage, use Skill 3 to escape, during which we need to be careful of the enemy's control abilities and make full use of Skills 2 and 3 to avoid them. Something to be cautious about is that Aoi has extremely high mobility, but is also extremely fragile. As the game drags on, her chance to deal damage will become rarer.